So I wanted to pop in here real quick and talk a little bit about how practicing empathy can make you a more effective communicator. Empathy means putting yourself in someone else's shoes and understanding what they're feeling. And there are three things that doing this can help you do immediately for yourself in your communication. One is when you understand how someone else is feeling from their point of view, from their perspective, in their shoes, from their experience. It gives you some really important information about how to phrase what you're about to say and how to communicate in words that the other person can hear and receive. So if you put yourself in someone else's shoes and you imagine that because you know they've had a difficult morning, that they're probably feeling a little depleted and stressed, it is going to completely change how you may approach them if you have, for example, difficult feedback to give. You're going to choose different words, you're going to choose a different approach, and you may choose different timing and also setting up a different way of communicating that feedback to them. So that's one. Two is it's going to give you more information about what they might be thinking. So people's feelings are a result of how they're thinking. If you can imagine what somebody else may be feeling in the moment, you could also imagine what they may be thinking in the moment. And if they're feeling stressed, for example, they may be thinking things like, I don't have time today, or if I hear one more piece of bad news, it's going to just make me completely fall apart. It's going to overwhelm me. And if you can think about that information ahead of time, that can give you some important information about when to approach the person, how to approach them, and whether or not today is even the right time to share the information you have to share. Now, the third thing that empathy can do for you is immediately give you information about that person's focus and attention. So going back to the example of if you imagine that person is having a stressful day, they may not feel as focused and as attentive as they may need to be in the conversation you're needing to have. So again, that gives you important information about when to time your conversation and whether or not you should probably put that off for another day when that person is more focused and more attuned to what you have to say. So those are three ways that empathy can make you a more effective communicator today. I hope these tools help, and I'll see you in the next one.